There's quite the collective message coming through. Now, you can take this for you personally, or you can take this as a message for the collective, about the collective, or both. And you can also take this message metaphorically, or I feel like for some of you, it's literally. So the cards that came through are Witch Doctor, number 19. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Number 51, Man and Devil. Do the work of the devil and he'll take you with him. And number 9, For whom the bell tolls, a message is waiting. And there is a warning here for someone. I don't feel like it's for you, for most of you. I feel like this is a reading about somebody who has gone to some great lengths to manifest something. I'm hearing to request something, to get something to happen. And the great lengths that they have gone to are not one, it's not a length that is divine. Okay? It is somebody who's working with the shadow, their own shadow, other people's shadow. This is an energy that is unconcerned with the repercussions, but cannot escape them. I don't know if this is someone you're dealing with in your life, or this is just, collective global energies. I'm not sure. We're in the spiritual milieu, community, or whatever. But there's somebody here who's doing something that is not for the highest good of all. That's for sure. And they know that it's not even for their highest good. Look at these 2 cards. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. And for this card, what I'm getting is this person or these people, whatever this energy is, had the opportunity to work with their divine will, had the opportunity to channel their own magic that comes from a source of higher consciousness. They had that opportunity. But it takes longer. It takes more dedication, more resolve. It takes understanding, self-reflection. There's a whole, there's a lot. I'm seeing a scholar here, like a scholarship, actually. I don't know. It takes help, maybe even, to do magic in this kind of way, to manifest. I don't want to say in the light, because I believe the shadow is equally as powerful and not necessarily a negative thing, okay? But it has the vibes of black magic. Now, I have my own personal thoughts on what black magic is and whether it's real. And basically, I look at black magic as a metaphor personally. It's working with your own inner demons and your own shadow energy that you are projecting outward onto somebody, and that you will inevitably receive back to you in one form or another. That's what I believe black magic is. And it feels like somebody is doing something like this. Okay? Do the work of the devil and he'll take you with him. It's almost like this person is saying, I can't find my inner magic. I can't find my inner light. I don't believe in my higher calling. I'm abandoning spirit. I'm abandoning my spirit. I'm selling my soul so that you can take me to where I want to go. Yeah, it feels like someone's selling their soul to the devil. And that devil is buying that person's soul or these people's soul. And the repercussions for this is that devil will forever live as a weight on this person's shoulders, directing them. I'm hearing working through them. Again, this could be a metaphor, right? So you take it however you want. And then the final card that came through, For whom the bell tolls, a message is waiting. It feels like spirit is about to call judgment almost on something or someone. Or the collective is. Maybe it's the collective spirit has decided, you know what, you're not going to get away with this anymore. Or you've decided you're working with this entity, dark entity within you. You're working with I'm hearing your damaged ego. Okay, I don't know. You're doing all that, and I'm going to ring the bell on you and make it known. It feels like calling someone out. But it also feels like once this bell is rung, it's as if the devil can't hide anymore. Everybody is aware, or you're aware, or you show other people that this person has been working alongside a lower force in some way. So I'm going to ring the bell because I have one here, and we want this message to get out, right? So for whom the bell tolls, a message is waiting. So let's see. Let's see what else we get. So if you've been dealing with someone who you know is malicious, is manipulative, is maniacal, is cold-hearted, and I'm not talking about somebody who is wounded and maybe reactive and acting out of their wounded space or something like that. I'm talking about somebody who is merciless. Okay? If you know someone like that, or a group of people like that, I feel like this deal they made with the devil is backfiring on them, and it's not going well. The magic that they have within them, the light, I guess is what you could say, their soul, the purity aspect of their soul, it's like that's what they gave to the devil and said, yeah, I don't want to work with my own inner magic. You can have it, and you can work with it, and then give it back to me. I'm seeing an editor here. It's like somebody wrote this beautiful manuscript. Beautiful. Full of information, poetic, wise, but it wasn't getting published anywhere. Nobody was reading it. Nothing was coming out of it. So somebody just gave it to, this big editor who doesn't really care, but, just wants to make money off of this writer. So they gave it to the editor changed it all up. So now the ideas aren't really the writers anymore. They're more of the editors. And the editor changed the ideas so that he could make money. And so he gives the manuscript back to the writer and says, here you go. Now you can make money out of this. But it's not even his anymore, the writer's. That's the energy. That's the exact energy. Now, maybe that's a literal situation you want to watch out for, but that is the best way to translate it. Someone is getting back their own energy, but it's not theirs anymore. It's mixed in with greed. It's a greedy energy I'm feeling. Somebody said, I really want this. Can you make this happen? And I don't even care if it's authentic anymore. Somebody threw their authenticity out the window because they weren't getting what they wanted from it. Ooh. Okay, so what am I shuffling this for, Spirit? What are we asking? Well, let's learn more about each card. We have the Witch Doctor being clarified by reconciliation, 5 of Swords in reverse. Remorse, it says on it, and compromise. So they went to the devil for reconciliation. To reconcile tense energies, right? And that's the thing, when you work with your own soul and your spirit and your own magic, you do have to reconcile your shadow. You do have to reconcile with your ego and your wounds and all of those things. And as we all know, that's hard. Really hard, and it's not always comfortable. But this energy, instead of doing that reconciliation process with themselves or someone else who had their best interest at heart, they went to the devil instead. This is an energy that didn't want to feel any kind of remorse. And maybe by the time they got to whoever the devil is, they didn't have any more. This is somebody who has a guilty conscience. I'll say that. Interesting. 5 of Swords in reverse. This is definitely a 5 of Swords dealing that this person did. But the irony is they're trying to get away from that energy. They're trying to get away from... How do I say that? Well, they're trying to get away from their own BS getting called out. But that's exactly what's happening now. Maybe they thought that some secret they had or some aspect of their character would remain hidden once they made this pact with a darker force. But it didn't, and it was never going to remain secret. Do you think the devil cares? No. The devil lies, right? This energy lies. It says, yeah, I'll keep your secret safe. You don't have to deal with any remorse anymore. I'll make you abundant or whatever. I'll give you what you want. Sure, just trust me. And then you give that energy what it wants, and there's no guarantees. Okay? It's not a fair deal. I don't know. Maybe this is for some of you dealing with your shadow, but it feels bigger than that. It feels like this is a big force in your life or in the collective that had some power at some point in a real tangible way in your life or in people's lives. Okay, tell me more about the man and the devil. What's going on here? Wish come true. See, the devil granted this person's wish. It says gratitude. Oh, I'm filming this on American Thanksgiving. I'm in Canada, so we had ours a long time ago. But maybe there is something about that kind of energy. Gratitude. Thanks for giving, right? The devil, thanks for giving me your magic. Thanks for giving me your energy. Here's your wish. But the genie, the jinn, is out of the bottle. Okay. It says contentment on it. And then the other one is inner journey, walking away, introspection, 8 of Cups. See, they gave something to the devil for their wish to come true, but the devil took it and left, you know? It's a loss. Okay, hold on. Let me get more of the story. Devil took it and left it. What did they do with it when they took it and left it? The devil comes back, though, and gives it back to them in some form. Uncontrolled. What is this? The Chariot in reverse. Reckless. Indecisive. The devil took the energy and used it in some way. Now, I just want to be clear. When I say the devil, it could be psychological. Like I could be talking about their shadow. I could be talking about a person in their life who's a bad influence. I could be talking about a system or a certain ideology that someone's dedicated to. You know, I don't know. Or maybe it's like a literal dark entity. I'm not sure. You take it however you want. But this devil energy took the Chariot, which is bravery and direction and courage in a lot of ways, and working with both shadow and light. And the devil took that energy and just kind of threw it into the abyss, or threw it into some kind of darkness that's where this person would no longer have control over their destiny or where they're going. This person has lost control. So let's see what the bell is. Let's see what the bell is. I don't know. Share the wealth. Legacy. 10 of Pentacles with the bell. Yeah. So the 10 of Pentacles is the tree of life. It's all the lessons that we learn. It's ascension. And the bell is tolling for, it feels like for the last leg of the journey to be completed, both for you and for this person. What do they call it? There's a name for the tree of life in reverse. It feels like that's the descent. This person is descending. Hold on. This is kind of, I don't know how to explain this without sounding really, I don't know. This person has decided their legacy. It's kind of set in stone now. And they're about to receive a message about their descent. And I also feel like anything this person has accumulated, energy-wise, monetarily, in terms of security, is about to get broken apart, and redistributed. Okay? So this person definitely does not have the ball in their court. It's like spirits claiming something from the devil, like, give me back all the things that you took, and I'm going to decide what to do with them. It feels like it's in spirit's hands now, no longer in the devil's hands. And spirit is deciding to do something that's for the highest good of all in this situation. Okay, so let's get out the tarot and see what else comes through. This could be maybe a court case that you're involved in, and spirit here is a metaphor for the adjudicator or the judge. Okay, it could be that. I don't know, anything. It could be anything, really. But the energies flowing through are very powerful. Okay, something is not going to be able to continue anymore. Three of Swords. Okay, let me see. This is a positive thing for you, though. You get some opportunity out of this, or a new potential arises. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm just going to jump right over to the end. What's going to manifest from this situation for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Total change. Karma. This is karma. This is karma. Okay? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes. This has been in the works for a long time. King of Pentacles. I also feel like there's someone behind the scenes, the lovers, that you have aligned with. Now, this might be someone that you're not even really familiar with, or it could be just like an energy that you're working with, but the King of Pentacles there's something about a doubling going on, like a doubling of the energy. The King of Pentacles has your back, and it feels like this is somebody who's kind of been quiet at a distance, watching something going down. Okay? But you made some kind of contract with this energy. Ace of Swords. Yes, you did. And the contract was you wanted them, or they're contracted to tell the truth, or to help facilitate the truth coming out. And again, this could be a guide, or it could be a person in your life, or somebody who's supporting you more than you know. Hierophant. Yeah. Big time. They're bringing out some knowledge that's going to disrupt what this person has been getting away with, or thinking they're getting away with. Okay. So your overall energy is coming through as the Three of Swords. Right? So this is anguish and heartache. I'm using the Angel Tarot for those of you who are curious. What's it called? The Influence of Angels, which I think is appropriate for this reading. And the Oracle is Travel Pocket Oracle. So see this angel here looking at you, saying, I see you. Don't worry, the pain's not going to last long. So something heartbreaking has happened. You could have been waiting for a decision to be made. Or you've been watching to see what somebody will do. Because what you don't see coming is what you're looking at, which is the Two of Swords. You're looking over at the Two of Swords, thinking, what's going to be decided? Or how is a decision going to be made? Two of Swords for what you don't see coming. Now, I will say, other than the outcome card, which is a major arcana, everything else is a minor. So I feel like this is, well, of course, there's a spiritual component, an energetic component to this reading. There's going to be real material effects from what happens here. This person, oh, I just got to chill up my leg. This person in the past wished for more magic and wisdom. They wished for an inner journey. They wanted to go on an inner journey, but they gave up along the way. Okay, maybe greed got in the way, or there was some kind of enticing offer that they went for, and they gave up on that whole quest. And now Spirit rings the bell, and this person is forced to go on an inner journey. Their wish actually does get fulfilled, but now the inner journey is much more fraught, and it involves more people than themselves. There's other people involved, I'm getting. Okay, I don't know what this is about. Let's see, Two of Swords, Page of Swords. There's a lot of people watching this go down and asking, what are you going to do? It's like this person has found themselves in between a rock and a hard place. You know, no matter what they do, something's going to be out in the open, or something's going to be exposed. And I keep getting this vision of this little devil guy on this guy's shoulders just laughing. Like whoever this devil is, like, really does not care, you know, what's going on. Let me know if this is resonating or how you're receiving this message. And this Two of Swords definitely feels like someone else. Now, the Two of Swords is a card of making a decision based on your intuition and coming to a still, calm place. And that's why there's a blindfold, because you're supposed to go within to make this decision. But I don't know if you can see, her eyes are actually visible. It's as if she's cheating. You know, she's told herself or told others, yes, I am doing this from an intuitive place, or my decision is impartial. I'm not swayed in either way, but that's not the truth. This person has a bias, and they have pretended that they haven't. They are cheating in some way. It's reminding me of a reading I did, and I can't remember who it was for. Maybe it was a collective one. It was about pin the tail on the donkey. And it feels like this person, it's like, you know, you put a blindfold on someone, you ask them go do it. And this person has been pinning the tail on the donkey, and everybody just thought they were really good at it. But the entire time they could see through the blindfold. Oh, I don't know if you just heard it. My doorbell just went off. It's probably some kind of delivery. But that's not a coincidence. What's the doorbell? Well, the bell. For whom the bell tolls, the message is waiting. So what about this Two of Swords? Pin the tail on the donkey. The message is waiting. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they've been working with other forces. Those who have been helping this person, or whatever they've been doing in the shadow, the bell tolls, and it's like revealed. This person has had an unfair advantage over others. I'm telling you, though, it's really going to backfire. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Page of Wands for your opportunity. I love this. Look at your expression. You're just looking over and being like, well, you're actually looking over at the challenge, which is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is you being patient. It's also you knowing that something is inevitably going to happen. That something can't go on forever. You're painting in this card. And what you're painting is being guided by this little angel over here. So some way, in some form or fashion, you've contributed to this exposure, this revelation that's about to unfold. You've helped paint the picture. Four of Swords. For some of you, it was in the dream space. You did something in the astral realm or you had a dream. And that dream carried an energetic signature that's going to contribute to what's going on. But there's also a message here for your opportunities to stay calm, to stay at peace with yourself. You're moving from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords. So there is healing on the horizon. Can I get a little bit more about what this opportunity might look like? Is there an action here? Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Oh, there's a lot of people judging this person now. You're not alone in what you see. A lot of people are looking over at this person like, wow. So that's how you did what you did? It's embarrassing for this person too. They're not as powerful as they made themselves seem to be. The Devil in reverse. I was just asking, are there people around you that could help you? And I feel like, yes, the Devil in reverse, detachment, freedom. It feels like it feels like a whole bunch of people are being freed from this person's energy. People maybe you know or you don't know. There's a total release coming. Okay. Seven of Pentacles for the challenge. This is feeling like nothing is ever going to happen, even though you intuitively feel like it will. Is it happening? Is it not happening? This is also the feeling of being stuck, nothing going anywhere. But look, justice. It is about divine timing, right? For whom the bell tolls, a message is waiting. And, you know, I saw something, and I can't remember where, and it's just passing through my mind, something about bells being banned somewhere. And then there was something about like the harmonic resonance of a bell, of a church bell, or just bells in general. And there's like a banning of that frequency and that tone. I don't know, but that's just coming to my mind. Justice. Karma. It is happening. There's no doubt about it. Can we get one for justice here? Man. And the drunkard. 46 and 47. It says, no matter where I am, I'm yours. I'll never get drunk no more. With the drunkard. Somebody has broken a promise, I feel. But this man, you know, over here, the man and the devil, is now trying to repent in a way. It's as if justice comes through and karma gets laid out before this. It's almost like this person gets a preview of their karma before it actually happens. It's terrifying, I feel. And this person tries to tell spirit, like, I'm sorry for what I've done. I'll never get drunk anymore. I'll never get drunk with the devil. I'll never do this anymore. I'll never lose my way anymore. But I feel like that's not really acceptable at this point, because this person has caused the Three of Swords. What's spirit going to do about this? Well, that Tree of Life, but there's something more. Feast. If you have a good cellar at home, don't go drinking at the tavern. Right. See? That's exactly it. Spirit's going to say you had the magic within you. You could manifest it yourself, but instead of doing that in your home and where you are, in your cellar, in your subconscious mind, working with your shadows and doing all that stuff that we do, instead of doing that, you went to the tavern with the devil and got the devil to serve you the drink. You didn't even make your own drink. This is what I'm saying. Okay, so Spirit's calling this person out for sure. You could have done something on your own, but you didn't. You could have done the hard work, crushed all those grapes with your feet yourself, but you didn't want to do that. You wanted a quick fix, so you went over and got somebody else's energy to work with, this devil energy. Okay. This is a greedy, gluttonous feast kind of energy. So Ace of Pentacles for your advice. This is an opening of potential for you. When the bell tolls, when the karma is laid out on the table and this person sees now what they have to deal with, something opens for you, some opportunity. So let's see, what is this opportunity for you? Four of Cups. Oh, something maybe you don't want even. Let's see. Queen of Wands. Well, you could have the opportunity to help this person, save this person, but you're not going to. With the Four of Cups, or the advice is not to. Now, I also think, in addition to that, the advice here is, don't do what this person did. Don't say no to your own cup, to your own cellar, to getting the cup from your own cellar. I should say, filling your cup from the wine in your own cellar. Don't say no to that and go to the tavern. Queen of Wands. Because you'll be at the mercy of this exact situation yourself. Can I get one more on the Ten of Pentacles? Share the wealth. What are we talking about over here? Unpredictable, cold of heart. So what is this? The Knight of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then we have the unknown, egotism. Yeah, it's like judgment time. Where are you on the tree of life? Where are you on your ascension, on your path? I feel like that's a question both for you and this energy. And this judgment comes at an unpredictable time. There's also going to be a judgment about aimlessness. Have you been following your path, your purpose, or at least trying to? Or have you been just kind of floating around? And then Cold of Heart says critical, narrow mind. Have you kept an open mind? Or are you narrowly focused on something from your ego? But I feel like for you, the outcome for you is the Wheel of Fortune. So it is a matter of choice, for you. There is a choice here still. The wheel could turn either way. So what should you do? Don't ignore your own cellar, your own energy, your own creativity, your own ability to manifest, your own magic. Don't ignore it. Don't refuse it. Don't reject it. You're not powerless. Don't buy into that. The hangman, you're not. Some of you really need to take a new perspective on something, okay? And it's time. It will save you in a way, is what I want to say. I know that sounds dramatic, but save you a lot of grief. The new perspective could be about your own abilities, your own soul, your own spirit, about life in general, about spirituality. A deeper understanding of what it means to be you. And some of you know exactly who this is, and they're still kind of around, and Spirit's saying you have to step back from the energies or whatever this is. You may need to sacrifice something that this energy is attached to so that you don't get pulled into this chaos over here or this judgment that's about to happen. So Wheel of Fortune, let's see more. What's going on here? Knight of Wands, forward momentum, Two of Wands, and then a fork in the road. So things change. The energy changes quickly. There's suddenly a new way to go. Anything else? I feel like we're kind of left on a cliffhanger here. The World. Well, it is a closing of a cycle, but only if you decide it to be. There's going to have to be, this is going to come out, whatever this is, and then you need to make a decision around it. What are you going to do about this? And the decision that you make should be really well thought out from a spiritual perspective. And before you make your decision about which way you're going to go with this information that comes out or this revelation, you have to ask yourself what you're not seeing and what you've been refusing to ask or see. Because the change happens quickly. The wheel turns quickly once the bell tolls. All right. And look, I like how the World card is pointing to this circle. Reminds me of the sun, but also a halo. It's like somebody lays claim to this halo for doing what's for the highest good of all. And it ain't this person who gets the halo. All right, that's what I have. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.